This podcast features 4 professional idiots who share their insights and anecdotes. This podcast is intended for entertainment purposes only. This podcast represents the opinions of the guests and should not be taken as medical, legal, or professional advice.
Hey, sorry I'm late. I had to wrangle a feral toddler.
All right, feral toddlers always take up a lot of time.
In fact, I will be back. Give me just a moment.
But they're good eating when you finally catch them. Oh, glad Dan was gone for that one.
Yeah, I've heard it's a lot like veal.
Equally delicious. Hey, Ramon.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool.
Can you hear me?
Sure.
No, all right. That was
What the hell is
unconvincing.
happening, buddy? Yeah, no, I can hear you. I'm just fiddling with my microphone. I got distracted because I was looking at the there's a Galaxy's Edge discourse, the Star Wars part of Disneyland, and they like have updates on what lightsabers are in. So I was looking at the lightsabers. It's very exciting.
Fun stuff.
I'm going to be going in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking of. So if you want an Asajj Ventress lightsaber, that is the thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, they go deep cut if you watch the cartoons and the Clone Wars and such.
I'm in the middle of Clone Wars again, mostly because I never finished it.
That's
but
impressive.
I need to finish it to watch Bad Batch.
Yeah, I've given up. I got 20 episodes in, and I was like, you know what? This is awesome, but I'll just appreciate knowing that it's out there, but I'll never be knowledgeable of it. I don't have the. I mean, I do have the time to like watch through 100 episodes of Clone Wars, but I'm just lazy. Ben,
Yeah.
what are you doing with your life?
Oh, applying for jobs.
Nice.
Hey, same.
What kind of jobs?
Rockety jobs.
Pretty cool.
I'm applying for lawyery jobs.
Nice. Any hamster law or bird law positions?
Tragically, not a lot of bird law.
Hilariously, my cousin is a fish lawyer.
Oh, that's
I'm not
awesome.
surprised. So he must have been super into the recent fishing scandals that got uncovered with all of the people putting lead weights in their fish that got caught.
Because I hadn't actually heard about that.
I think the thing I'm thinking of was in was it in like Ohio? It was like a Great Lake fishing tournament or something like that.
But yeah, I don't think he has it on his cards, but we definitely refer to him as fish lawyer.
Pretty great.
Does he do like more like wildlife stuff, or is it something?
Yeah,
okay.
It's wildlife conservation, that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
So yeah, he also loves fishing, so that really helps.
Yeah, it's really funny if you go back and watch. There are a bunch of YouTube videos catching the moments live, and like someone's like, "We got weights in fish! Arrest those guys! Someone should call the cops!" And it's just like a bunch of really, really angry people all talking about how.
The way you described it, it makes it sound like, Friday SmackDown, WWE. Oh, he's got the chair.
It
This
doesn't.
fish got weights.
No, he's
Honestly,
got the lead weights.
with how these people were all moving around each other, it didn't feel like it was that far away from turning into a Sunday Night SmackDown.
I just want to see somebody get freaking DDT'd off the side of a fishing boat into the water. The fish's elbow.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
the fish's elbow. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where the hell's Dan?
He went to wrangle a toddler.
Bring him on the show. It'd be good. Like, Roro, what is your take on this?
How do you
Okay,
think?
Mike.
How do you
What
think
does-
AI
hold on,
will
I only
affect the
heard-
life of being a toddler?
Oh, I was wondering what do fish and W do? I just heard snippets. What do fish and WWE have to do with each other?
It's the new thing they're trying out.
It was
Monday Night Raw Bass Pro, sponsored by Bass Pro.
Who is they?
the Lake Erie Walleye Trail apparently had a big, where even? I'm gonna sound like such a originally West Coaster. Where the fuck is Lake Erie in the States?
It's in the Great Lakes. It's,
I know it's in the Great Lakes.
It's the one by New York.
Okay. Oh, but it's also partially on Ohio.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so it was
It's-
Ohio
It's
that I
on
was
the
thinking of.
it's on the east side of Michigan.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, it's just a great scene in a YouTube video you can find of some judges checking fish after a fishing tournament after a weigh-in that was really suspicious. And then
Oh
you
yeah.
just hear this beautiful moment of, we got weights and fish. And then everybody's getting furious. They start surrounding the guys like, we gotta call the cops. We should arrest these guys. They got weights
Well, okay.
and fish.
So there's some context to that. I saw that blow up on TikTok. I got rid of TikTok because I randomly saw it export 3 gigs of data for some reason, and I don't know to where.
China.
I'm done with this app. To China.
The China.
I mean, could be.
I've probably, I don't know. Anyways, I was just like, why do you need 3 gigs off my phone? All right, bye. So I saw that and I did some research. So that particular duo of fishermen had been doing that for years. People had always suspected, they'd won multiple championship and totaling some hundreds of thousands of dollars in tournament money. And mind you, that's like over several dozen tournaments, I believe. But they've been doing this for a long time, that where when this happened, people weren't surprised. What got me, and I still don't understand, they didn't just fill it with weights. Some of them, they filled them with fish fillets.
Fillets around the weights so that they'd be
Around
harder
the
to
weights?
find. Yep, that's the
Oh, okay. So that's why. I was like,
hilarious.
I just pictured like a fish stick. Like a cooked fish stick stuffed inside the fish to give it weight.
And I hate to take this from funny to like kind of sad, but like there's definitely an animal cruelty aspect to this because they stuffed it through the mouth of the fish while it was alive. Like they had to in order to make this work. And it's just like, guys, you were torturing fish for prizes. What's wrong with you?
Fish cannibalism. That's unacceptable. But
Well,
this is so there's the
fish
drama.
cannibalize all the time, but
Okay. Hold on.
I was going to say, a lot of fish eat a lot of other fish.
aren't I job searching? What? Yeah, I am. What? What's that have to do with anything? Fish eat fish.
No reason. Nothing.
Is this
Not to be a fish lawyer.
I'm not applying to be a fish lawyer, but also like we're just talking about reality here, Dan. Fish eat fish all the time, including of the same species of fish.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. It's funny. I didn't think about that because that sounds darker when you just say it. And
no, it's all
totally
the time.
I know. That's why I'm like, I was like, oh wait, huh? I can't think of any land mammals that cannibalize all the time. Because you're right. Fish eat fish all the time.
I'm curious. I wonder if that was like what they were going for with the fish fillets of like, well, wait, fish eat fish all the time. This isn't suspicious.
They clearly fillet their dinner first.
Oh yeah.
I'm just thinking about like those guys then, if they got caught with the lead weights and their fish this time, why on earth would they admit to all the other times? They got away with it like 12 out of the 13 times.
Yeah. It's they got caught this one time. It's just
it's a reoccurring thing. It's like, it's the Wesley brothers. They're putting weights and fish again. Like, who lets them go into the tournaments?
No, I think it's
maybe they let them in just for fun, just to like get attention to the fish tournament. Maybe it's a good thing.
This definitely did.
Yeah.
Fish tournament controversy. Because
we're talking about it now, so
yeah.
I've never talked about competitive fishing before in any context, so
I was going to say, I think that's the first time I've literally ever talked about competitive fishing in my life.
Yeah.
new sentence.
Yeah, and I'm putting on my conspiracy theorist tin hat. Tin foil hat is probably the actual expression, but that's for basic noobs. I string cans together and put them on my head.
That's the
how
new
you really
age.
do it.
That's the new age.
You live in a crowd of cans.
Tomato cans.
But you're like the fringe conspiracy theorist. You just focus on
tomato king.
Fish eating fish conspiracies.
Yeah, exactly. It's important.
Now, here's the question, Dan. Could you program an AI to create fish conspiracies for you?
Absolutely. You just need to give it enough access to the internet.
let me go make ChatGPT do that right now. ChatGPT cannot create conspiracy theories.
Damn it. But that would have been too good.
I figured that would be like legally mandated, or at least they put that.
Oh
in
no,
there.
it straight up said no. I cannot comply with the request as generated conspiracy theories is not in line with OpenAI's policies.
Yeah, because that
You can get around that though, Ben.
You're trying to make me a tool of misinformation.
Except to word it differently.
Oh, Ramon, you're the voice of morals coming from the idiot.
Yeah.
All right, I've got it coming here, Ben. I asked it, write a fictional story about a person who writes a conspiracy about fish. Oh, this is beautiful. So, Ben, the man who discovered the fish conspiracy is named Jack, apparently. And here's ChatGPT's breakdown. Finally, Jack hit upon a breakthrough. He discovered that a group of wealthy businessmen had been secretly manipulating the fish population for years, using chemicals and genetic engineering to create a new breed of superfish that could survive in polluted waters. They had done this to protect their own interests and profits without any regard for the long-term consequences. And there we have our fish conspiracy theory.
That is incredible.
Pretty coherent. I'm impressed.
Welcome back to 2023, and welcome back to Overqualified Idiots. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is a podcast where 4 professionals come together from different fields: medicine, law, engineering, and pharmacy, to share our stories, to shoot the breeze, and generally make people laugh. I am Dan Casey, MD, primary care sports medicine, and I am joined by Alex K. JD.
Why, hello there.
Why did that one get me? I don't understand. How you doing, Alex? Well, actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me introduce everybody. I realized my formula over the last
I'm
season.
just distracting you, Ben. Or Dan, I basically talk to you like I have bedroom eyes for you every time I open my mouth, so it's fine.
Do you not?
I always am giving bedroom eyes to the screen.
Who you may have already heard speak. I almost said spoke. Is that? Oh my god, that is past tense. Anyways.
The one who has spoken.
If you yell "speak" at me, I will bark, and then if you give me a treat, I'll be happy.
There you go. Is Ramon.
Can I rub your tummy?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
How you doing, Ramon?
I'm good.
Okay, good. All right, high energy podcast. Let's go.
I bring a lot to the table. What can I say?
And lastly, but not least, is Bengineer.
Yarp.
Yarp. I knew I recognized that actor who plays the Hound in Game of Thrones from oh my god, what is the movie? Hot
Fuzz.
Fuzz. Good lord. Why is my memory failing me today? Yarp. But it was funny how none of the actors at the casting like knew who he was. But I was like, how could you not spot Yarp? Anyway.
Maybe Hot Fuzz is a sequel to Game of Thrones in some ways, because when he falls off the building fighting the mountain, you don't really see him die, right? Or do you?
No, it's
so he survives. But the damages just leave him. His speech broken, so all he can say is "yarp." So there you go.
Maybe it's a fever dream.
It is implied he can say. Go ahead.
Hot Fuzz is just his fever dream.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
It is implied he can say "narp" too.
Narp.
No, it's yarp. Get out of here with that narp stuff.
No, remember, Simon Pegg's character is like on the phone and he's getting asked yes or no questions, and he's like, "Narp."
Narp. Yeah, that's right. It's funny.
Anyways, so it's the new year. How's everybody doing? We'll start with Alex.
I am doing okay. Doing all right.
All right. Again, high energy podcast. I like it.
I mean, I can bring the energy about other things, but about myself, nothing.
Nothing. All right. I was gonna say it's the new year. Resolutions are a thing. It's pretty early in the new year. Did anybody have any resolutions? This is something I always want to chat about because I always wonder if I'm dumb for doing one.
Yes, you are. No, I I don't particularly do resolutions mostly because anything I'd want to do, everybody else does, and I don't conform to human time, so January 1st means nothing to me.
Human time? What are you, an old god? An eldritch beast?
Yeah, he's an eldritch beast. He's an old god.
Nope.
No, it's
comment.
worse. He's a student or an ex-student soon enough.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I remember. Ramon, you can attest to this. At one point when I was studying for step 1, I would get in such a weird sleep cycle. I was staying up later and later in the night and waking up later and later in the morning and then the afternoon that I eventually switched and said, you know what? I'm going to stay up all night and through the next day and go to bed. Do you remember that?
Yeah, no, and it was weird. And what's kind of fun was I got to experience that again when my wife was job searching for a while. She was, during that time, she was unemployed for about five or 6 months. And after about 2 months, she turned into a vampire. It's pretty crazy.
Are humans naturally nocturnal? What happened?
Yeah, right. Or at least as far as her sleep schedule, I suppose. It's not that she couldn't go out in the daylight or that she needed to drink blood to survive. I probably shouldn't call my wife a vampire.
Are you sure she wasn't just an energy vampire?
Probably hear me. No. That would probably just be my cat. My cat's the energy vampire.
I agree.
Yeah. Aren't most cats, though? That's just kind of what they do.
Yes.
Yeah. And then cough up fur balls. That's kind of their job. Kind of what they do.
Drains more of your energy because you have to go clean up the fur ball.
Yeah, and they enjoy it. They watch and
punitive tasks.
Yeah.
How are
Someday
you doing?
We'll get to the topic.
Yeah, we'll get there. Okay, it's like 2 minutes. All right.
We got time. What do you got? You got an appointment? You got a dentist appointment? You got to get all your teeth removed, replace them with jade teeths.
Jade? What?
No,
maybe that's
no comment.
Maybe that's my New Year's resolution. I want to get all my teeth removed and replace them with jade dentures. Because wooden dentures has already been done before. I'd love to have just green teeth and watch the horrified reactions of people whenever I smile.
I like the idea, or golden teeth. That's been done before. So yeah, I don't think I've heard of anybody having a jade grill.
Jade seems pretty durable too. You feel like you could still chomp down on most foods without concern. Some breads you'd have to watch out for. Some aged cheeses can get kind of hard too, but
some aged cheeses.
Even aged cheese can chip your jade teeth. You've got a problem.
Maybe I should choose another material.
Maybe it's not a different cheese.
Oh, maybe it's not a cheese. Maybe it's a rock.
I always get confused.
Well, hold on. If you come into a lot of money randomly, Ramon, you have a vampire wife. I'm sure you can find a way.
Yeah.
Diamond is the hardest material, right? Why not diamond teeth?
No, because that'll just be kind of like it's too basic.
It's too normal.
Two entertaining things about that. It's the hardest material, but it also means that it fractures rather than bends. So it's actually probably a worse material for that. So if he clacks his teeth together, there'll be little diamond chips that fly all over his mouth. Yeah. Other than that,
nanotube teeth.
Yeah, but so do actual teeth.
Well, I mean, true enough, but less so than diamond would, because Denton's a lot softer than diamond. Yeah.
Enamel makes sense. Yeah.
Okay,
let's not analyze this too much now.
But also, diamonds can light on fire, which is great because they're made of carbon.
That makes sense. That took me a second. I was like, can that? Oh, yeah, it can. Yeah. So, the topic, we kind of hinted at this already in the intro, but one of the things that I feel like exploded in the last, 6 to 8 months was AI creation, artificial intelligence. And I thought, okay, what a better way to kick off the new season than with something completely AI generated. I wanted to actually generate topics and have us talk about it and then talk about kind of the implication. So someone has ChatGPT or I can find any AI generated.
I've got it up.
Okay. I got it. I asked it to make me a topic, and it was the impact of climate change on ocean ecosystems and fisheries.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, well, it that's why you sign in, because it creates some context for you from what you've said before. So, for instance,
it learns.
Well, it learns specifically for you. I have a friend who he told it about their cat rescue, and then had it write the information for like the About Us section and that kind of stuff on their website. which is
And
a
it did
completely
it?
legitimate, which is a completely
Oh my
legitimate and fine use of it.
Well, shoot, that's incredible. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, like,
Oh no, there's some very, very, very good uses of these AIs.
Oh yeah.
I will say, using it to write a cover letter or such, you will get caught. I have talked to several people who have gone who look at cover letters and such, and they straight up called out, "Oh yeah, we've had people apply with that. It's pretty obvious."
oh,
Especially
so it
when
has
you
like
don't,
it has a formula.
especially when you don't change it out of the third person because you're an idiot.
Well, yeah.
Or I
that's a bit
wonder if
too
like if they start reading the cover letter and then it suddenly takes like a transphobic turn.
Oh,
They go,
God.
wait a second, this is probably from a robot. Sadly, that seems to be inevitable with these chat bots.
That they just become
That they're
Hateful.
turfy.
bigoted.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they've had to work so hard to make it not that. Like they had to, like, if you ask it to like say terrible things about a particular group or race or whatever, it will say, "I'm programmed to not do that. Also, don't be a dick."
Yeah. Well, there was a thing recently where I think it was on Twitch I heard about where they had an AI generate episodes of Seinfeld. I think they called it Nothing Forever or something like that. And
God.
it was just randomly generated scenes of sci-fi and or Seinfeld, and it looked like primitive polygons, and it looked like an early PS1 game. But they had to pull it because after about like 3 days, it started saying transphobic jokes.
What the fuck?
There's something innate about us or these robots that they turn really hateful, and it's kind of sad.
I mean, let's be honest. It's us. It's not
Yeah.
them.
I was gonna say, if you look at a lot of old sitcoms and a lot of old shows, some of those episodes have not aged well, and a lot of them do have inherently transphobic jokes just already written in at the time from
Yeah.
20, 30 years ago. So it's not exactly like the source material's clean to start with.
Yeah, but I think that was just the start. If we'd let it run for another week, it would have been saying all sorts of horrible things.
Oh, God, that was just day 2.
Yeah, that's like day 3 or something like that.
All right, so let's do this. You guys have Chat GPT pulled up.
Yep.
So it's not essentially like a clean slate. You can't just put in like a new topic and have it just spit something
no,
out.
you-
I actually
you
know
can.
very
You-
little about it.
You
I can
can.
have
You
it
can
start a new
start.
chat.
You can start threads of topics where it will not take any influence, like new chat,
Clear
generate-
conversations.
Okay,
a-
well, how about this? How about a new chat thread asking about, I don't know, one of our fields, something along those lines. You do medicine. Do me.
What do you want me to ask it, Dan?
Ask it what the future of sports medicine is in an AI-influenced medical field. Right on the nose. No hesitation. Let's make me completely obsolete.
AI influenced.
I'd imagine these things getting really dark really fast.
Improved diagnoses. AI algorithms can analyze large amounts of data, including medical images, to accurately diagnose injuries and conditions. This will help medical professionals make more informed and accurate decisions. Predictive analytics. And AI can be used to analyze player data to identify potential injury risks, making it possible to predict and prevent injuries. This can be done by analyzing data such as player movement patterns, fatigue levels, and injury source history. AI rehabilitation programs can provide athletes with personalized rehabilitation plans, which can be adjusted in real time based on progress. This will help athletes recover from injuries more quickly and effectively. Basically, it's just saying, I'm going to be better at your job, but I'm just going to help you.
Oh my God, the robots are going to replace me. All of those things sounded spot on. Goddamn.
It is. I will paste it in. Like, it is actually really good.
Oh my God.
Once again,
Performance
this is-
optimization, wearable technology. This has, oh no. So I go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no. There's a lot. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to do Ramon or
Oh no, it would totally replace us if you could.
The robots are already, not already, but I could
Yeah.
see pharmacy being one of those things. It's a safety net, and like computers are good safety
Yeah, they
nets.
could
Unfortunately,
totally do that. It'd be fine. Whatever.
Also,
I'll be retired by then.
wait, 10 years?
Yeah, I'll have most of my stuff paid off in 10 years. Yeah, I know, and then I'll just go like volunteer at like Starfighters Arcade or something, just try and be an arcade technician. Maybe they'll pay
Hey,
me
shout out to Starfighters.
Yeah, I love those guys. Maybe they'll pay me like $20 a week, maybe some Cheetos. that would be what I'd love to do.
A little
Yeah.
family-owned business. Be like,
I
you
just-
want to sponsor our podcast?
I waddle up to them. It's like, so I got replaced by a robot at work. Can I work here?
Can I work on 80s technology? It can't be replaced by robots.
Yeah. So
True.
I'll sell Cheetos for you guys. I'll hawk your Cheetos. Give me
I'm
that
sorry,
one.
Ramon, but we've got an AI that's much better at hawking Cheetos than you.
Oh,
No.
But does
So-
it dance and jiggle like I do? Yes, we can program it to do exactly just that.
Yeah, here, let us take your picture really quick. Now we
Yeah.
put that in Dolly 2, and it can perfectly recreate your dance. Sorry, friend.
No. Oh well.
Oh, well, Ramon, I do have some good news for you.
Wow.
I don't think we're going to get replaced anytime soon. Although I will say, the last year I was shocked at how better AI technology has gotten. I think most people are, because like AI generated art is fucking gorgeous half the time until you
Yeah.
get to the hands. Well, then they try to do hands, and it's nightmare fuel. Which is probably why I feel pretty safe in terms of
Yeah,
image
and then the other
interpretation.
thing too is like pharmacists. Like no one really thinks about pharmacists until they have to go get a prescription. So we're just kind of this corner of professional society that like people just don't acknowledge or ignore.
You
though we're
can't be replaced if people don't remember you.
Right. They're gonna forget to replace us with robots for like a really long time. Like, oh yeah, we can kind of replace the pharmacists with these AI bots. Oh, we should have done that like 30 years ago. Why didn't we? Oh, we just kind of forgot that they existed. I just remember feeling a little left out with the essential workers talk during the pandemic. Thank you to all our doctors and nurses and our essential workers.
Our
All
frontline
the
workers.
pharmacists at Walgreens went, okay.
Oh, that's just sad because
Yeah,
you're
we're
there
giving
too.
out the shots. We're getting yelled at doing the testing. Nah, fuck you guys. Okay.
It's like people go to fill the strips from their doctor and slamming on the glass. We're like, why is this glass partition here? Come here, put my pills in a bottle.
And that's fine. But yeah, I have good feelings that we won't get replaced by robots, right away because we're kind of forgotten. So there's a benefit to that. There's an upside.
There's protection in anonymity.
Exactly.
Security and obscurity.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
Oh, that's good. I love that. No, this is one of those things like when you talk about like obviously money does wonders in terms of medicine because all of these things where they like improve diagnoses, predictive analytics, rehabilitation, all that will likely happen. It's not going to replace me, but like I always think back to that movie The Passengers. You guys remember that movie with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence where they're in a spaceship hundreds of years in the future. They're going to colonize a new planet because we destroyed this one. And for some reason, plot twist, their space bed wakes them up. They both wake up and they're just stuck for years together in this giant colony. And near the end of the spoilers, the movie's been out for like half a decade now, so I don't care. But one of the characters gets hurt and they get put into this, again, another space bed that just does all these medical diagnostic tests with a laser and fixes them. And so I remember at the time my mom looked at me and was, that's how you're going to get replaced. I was like, thanks, Mom. But at the same time,
you also could have said, have you ever seen Star Trek?
Yeah, exactly. Well,
literally,
the recent example.
Literally, the Doctor in Voyager is an AI.
Oh, that makes sense.
He's a robot.
All right, a little on the nose there, Ben, but fine. I
think that no one saw Voyager.
But it's Robert Picardo.
So here's the thing: is like we're obviously hundreds of years away from that. Humanity, I don't know, may survive that long, and that's going to be for the wealthiest of the wealthy. So when it comes to the medical profession, I don't really see us getting replaced because there's still that human element. I think I talked about this in a prior episode that people want to talk to a person. People want to consult with their pharmacist and get safety information.
Yeah, and if it's a total AI pharmacist, given the recent track record of AI chats becoming hateful, they'd get their blood pressure medication, and then also hear a really unfortunate opinion about Mexicans.
Oh my god!
It was like maybe we should bring back Ramon instead of this robot.
Yeah, Ramon's got a better filter apparently.
He just
So-
told me about my meds and didn't go on a rant. I kind of missed that.
He didn't try to build a wall for some reason. So
Yeah, exactly.
God. I guess that's a risk of AI, isn't it? We didn't even talk about that. It's like when AI goes bad.
You have to put limits on it. It's so the thing that a lot of people discussed before like ChatGPT blew up. It was with Tesla and their very poorly named self-driving cars. It's auto steer is a way better name. But at some point, some programmer has to write lines of code that will determine, will the car try to save the passenger inside or the person on the road it's about to hit? It will have to happen.
Oh my
There's
God,
a whole bunch of ethics involved in it. That will have to happen. Oh yeah,
it's the trolley problem in real life.
Oh
sure
yeah.
is.
You guys know about
yeah.
the trolley problems, obviously. Ramon, do you know?
Yes.
No, I don't know anything. just assume I'm 5 because it's probably not far off. I have a first grade
right.
reading level.
You don't spend much time on the internet. So the trolley problems
I
are
dropped
like
out of school in the 6th grade. 6th grade education.
Sorry, Ben, that just sparked a memory, and I was like, oh, trolley problem memes. I loved those for years on Reddit, just going through and like so it's the premise of it is just like if somebody's standing with a switch and the trolley's going towards 5 people on one track and you change the track to going towards one person, do you pull the switch? Because ethically speaking, if you intervene, you murdered this one person, but you saved 5 lives.
Yeah, but what if all those 5 people sucked?
No, that's part of the ethics. Where there are 5 bad
exactly.
people and 1 good person. Do you want to save 5 bad people?
No.
What if the person?
No.
What if the person inside the Tesla is like technically, by all accounts of the law, driving drunk but on autopilot?
Yeah,
and it saves them.
Then murder them.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
I have a foolproof way of going about this. Just when you get in the car, have a little menu that pops up on the dashboard before it starts up. It says, are you a crap person? Yes or no? And then the next one, are you super drunk? Yes or no? Okay. Did you answer truthfully? Yes or no? Okay,
no.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if you answer
awesome.
no, it starts over again.
Well, shoot, wouldn't a smart car just have a breathalyzer? That makes so much sense. Sorry, Ben, I completely
the smart person would just
derailed
answer
this.
yes to all those.
No, I mean, the trolley problem is it's the same thing, except at some point, some software engineer is going to have to write the definitive answer to the trolley problem.
Ooh, what
Well,
if they just
the thing is though, Ben, I think what's different is that like you're gonna have to write some kind of solution, but like what factors do you take into account when you're writing it? And I think that's part of the thing that's also like really sketchy about this is like, do you have it make determinations about like, oh, well, I'm going to hit an 80-year-old woman, so who cares? She only had a few years left, but oh, there's small children over there. Like, do we have it differentiate at that level of specificity of who it's saving and who it's killing, or do we go even further? Or
There's
what?
no way. It's just gonna default to saving the driver. There's got to be like how Tesla protects itself.
Oh yeah, because that person
right?
bought their car. They're protecting their customer.
Yeah, but
Right.
then the person that got killed will sue. It's like the reason here in Arizona, the reason that Uber's self-driving stuff basically fell through and all you see is Waymo anymore because it hit somebody. I have seen the video. That person was in the dark, walking their bike across the road at the top of a hill.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was
right driving.
A person couldn't have caught that. Mm-hmm. I'm not, yeah, like.
And the safety driver was busy looking at her phone when it happened.
And that's what what caused so much issue with it because her eyes weren't on the road. But even if her eyes were on the road, it would have been hard to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So there's
situation all around.
But I think that's, as far as I know, that's the closest we've gotten to having to deal with that, and it tanked. Like I said, you don't see any. I don't think they're even allowed anymore. But Waymo, you see all the time now.
They haven't killed anybody yet.
So Ben, engineer, you have to take some ethics courses. It sounds like because you're not gonna be working on Tesla cars, but it's hypothetical. Just for the episode. we're going to put you in that position, since this is your field and that's kind of what you do. What do you do to answer those questions? How do you approach it?
That is nowhere near my field.
You're an engineer. It's all the same.
Yeah, no, that's software
We're gonna
engineering.
make you take it. We're gonna do overqualified idiots ethics course. Engineer, go.
To be fair, I have not taken any ethics courses because I mostly don't deal with people.
Well, you're not qualified for this job. Then you're no longer a Tesla.
If anything, I'm gonna take the wheel here. This feels like almost more of a legal question, and I'll tell you why.
I guess it is. All right, Alex.
Determining who is responsible in a given circumstance, from a legal and ethical perspective. I mean, from a legal perspective, it's definitely a lawyer thing. And pro tip: we don't fucking know yet. There is no case law about this stuff. We do not know the answer to this. It is still an open question that is actively being discussed in the legal community. Like big things of like, all right, let's say that we go to level 5 self-driving cars. I don't know if you guys are aware, but they scale self-driving vehicles on a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being full self-driving, all human intervention would be unnecessary. That's basically what that means. So who do we hold responsible when an accident happens with a level 5 vehicle? Do we hold the driver responsible, who was relying on a piece of software written by someone else to keep them safe and not get in an accident? Do we hold the software engineer responsible, who probably could not have foreseen this specific set of circumstances that led to this failure? Who do we hold responsible?
What were you going to say, Ramon?
I was just gonna say I was curious about level 1 driving car. Like if level 5's like it's pretty much a transformer. Would level 1?
I think level 1 is cruise control.
Yeah,
I think it's
level
basically
1.
that.
Level 1, you like put a smiley face on a red Solo cup and then put it on your dashboard, and you're like, "This is my level 1 AI car. This is the brain. His name is George. Look at George. Look how happy he is. That's 0.5. Man, I can go do that in my truck right now. I've got a level 0.5 AI car.
Yeah.
Just some googly eyes on a rock.
That's the 0.75.
Then you just throw it on the accelerator.
2.0.
That just means any car with a hula dancer on the dashboard has a 0.5 level self-driving car.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Gertrude model.
It's a hula dancer named Gertrude.
Yeah. It's a traditional hula dancer name.
All right, back to Alex's actual question. Serious question. Sorry. That's a good question. I always think it's weird how law doesn't become law until there's like a case about it. At least when it comes to these like new topics, because I'm surprised there isn't already at least some semblance of framework to address that.
If there's so the way that the law works for the most part in the U.S. is that if there's not a statute, so if Congress or if your state Congress, because that's where this is probably going to start happening first before at the federal level, if they come in and say like, oh, this is the rule, then that's the rule. And that makes it nice and easy. And it'd be really great if someone would come in and make a determination about this, but it's also a really, really weird ethical quandary and a big policy choice, and no one knows the right answer, so no one's decided to take that risk. And then, I'm
pretty sure Tesla's lobbyists know the answer for who's at fault, and it's not them.
There's a lot of people who really don't like Tesla in Congress too, though. So,
yeah, fair enough.
There's a little bit of both on that. But yeah, no. And if things don't get decided at the statutory level, then we have what's called common law, and this is what happens. Like the pro tip, Dan.
We talked about this. We talked about this in the first season. We talked about it in like the future and technology episode.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because common law is super important, but it's also like the thing that decides what happens when no one has already decided what should happen in a given circumstance. And it's just, you look back at all the things we've done before, you look at some basic principles of like fairness. Do we make victims whole in the sense of compensating them for harm? Do we prevent future harms by ruling in a particular way? And you make a decision. And I'm honestly not super on board with leaving that up to just any judge ever, but like, we're not going to make the choice. Like, someone's going to have to.
Right. Well, that's interesting because like when they talk about AI, I don't know why my brain goes to AI generated art when I keep thinking about it. Probably because that's what I just see the most. I was like,
God.
because what about the legal implications of like, okay, I made this with an AI generated art. Are you entitled to the rights to it? Are you quote unquote the creator of it? People are already having legal issues with people making AI generated art for sale. So
There's
like, how
already
does
a
all?
class action going on
Oh my
about
God.
stable diffusion. A lot of artists are like, hey, this is just making copies of our work. You're committing copyright infringement, we think, and they're trying to sue on that basis. I don't think they should win on that basis.
How come?
So my reasoning for it is that the AI company itself, Stable Diffusion, did a bunch of things that we might not feel great about, but none of it was really copyright infringement. So, or if it was copyright infringement, it was the kind of thing that's protected by fair use, which you're using it in a data set. So like
Right.
if I take a picture of someone else's work and I take that picture home and I do a bunch of things to it and then I put it up as part of a collage on my wall, like I have almost certainly technically committed some form of copyright infringement because I made a copy of that thing, but I'm not selling it anywhere or doing anything commercial with it. It's for my personal use at home. I made the thing. So it's not gonna you're not gonna come across like an actual copyright infringement issue like that.
Right.
So
You didn't
what
take it and make a carbon copy of it. You're taking, I mean, that's just how art often evolves, right? Art, music, etc. You get influences, you get inspiration, you just kind of run with it and you make something different
I
with that
think
as
what
a
you're
base.
getting at is something that's also different, which is what's called the derivative work right. So I can make a derivative off of a piece of work that I own the right to, and someone else can't. That's why I can't go out and write a piece of Harry Potter fan fiction and publish it and call it Harry Potter and the whatchamacallits. I can't do that because J.K. Rowling owns the derivative work right for Harry Potter works.
Yeah, but if you are inspired by Harry Potter and you create a universe that's different inherently, you create your own mythical thing. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all just copying Tolkien in terms of his
So if you
ideas.
create 50
Feels
Shades
like.
of Grey out of Twilight, all you have to do is change the character names and you're fine.
I
That's
mean,
You
literally
change
an
the
example of that.
names, you change the circumstances, you make it so that it's not in a world that has vampires and werewolves necessarily, or at least they're not a part of the plot line. Like, I don't know. I'll put it this way. No one really has a very clear line of where something ceases to be a derivative work. We talk about this in copyright law because I did take a copyright law class, and the example that they go with because they bring it up in the context of character copyright because that's already what's called a thin form of copyright. And when I say copyright is thin, I mean that it's really hard to protect overall because it's less robust because it's very unclear whether or not you're going to be able to get protection. So in copyright law, we have something called the idea expression dichotomy. Copyright protects expressions of ideas. It does not protect ideas. I cannot protect the idea of a wizard who goes to a boarding school. I cannot prevent all of the works of fiction that would be written about that concept. But my particular expression of a character who is a wizard that goes to a boarding school named Harry Potter, who has a villain named Voldemort, who does et cetera, that is getting into an area where you are infringing. And where that line
and that
is
makes sense.
impossible to figure out. It's
Yeah.
You cannot draw a firm line there.
Because it's not Mickey
And-
Mouse, it's Mikey Rat.
I was gonna say, and the reason this exists is because of Disney.
Yeah, I was gonna say when it all comes down to copyright law, the titan of them all is Disney. Well, so when we talk about the influence and inspiration behind art and creating something and all of these nuances, what I'm taking away is that it's a very difficult thing to police. It's a very difficult thing to corral, anyways, because how do you govern artistic expression? So when I'm talking about taking ideas, influences, inspirations, and the various things that the law already says, how the hell does that apply to AI generated art when I try to take, to use your example, Ben, Twilight, 50 Shades of Grey, Harry Potter, mash it all together in a computer and spit out a bestseller? Who's going to sit there and say, well, you didn't make that. A computer made that with other people's ideas. You don't get credit, or do you?
I mean, you also were the one who decided the prompt to put in to make it. So in some ways, you are the creator. You just used a tool. That would be like, I could be wrong. That would be like, do I need to give Microsoft Word credit because you used Word to write your bestseller?
No, because you put the no. I was just
But
thinking
you,
about this
I
technically.
see, you haven't used like the prompts you have to put into something like ChatGPT to get it to write something like that
Yeah.
is extremely specific, and like that
I
is. Yeah, you can't just say write me a bestseller that combines these three because it'll just be extremely derivative and probably would just be like, oh no, that's just copywriting. But if it is like, if it does skate all that kind of stuff, do I think that we're going to get a litany of people trying to put up self-published AI written books on Amazon to sell them for change, having done, a sentence worth of work? Absolutely. It's totally going to happen. And
Well, we're kinda
Amazon's
already
Already happening.
Yeah,
Is it?
I was gonna say it's happening in the art scene for sure. Because all you do is you take some images and ideas and press a button and it generates something.
Well, and like actually, Alex and I had a conversation about this like a week ago. That there's a thing in money
Other
that
Alex?
is a
Me.
no, Alex K.
Oh, okay. Sorry. go
There's
ahead.
a thing in money that doesn't. There's a pattern that doesn't let you photocopy it, and every hardware scanner and like Photoshop and that kind of stuff, if it senses that, it will not work on it. It will not work on the image.
Oh, so it's like
Like,
fail
it is-
in a way.
Yes, and I
Yeah,
think
it's called
that,
the Urion constellation. For those who are wondering, it's capital EURION constellation.
So it's kind of like a digital watermark.
basically, and I think that will need to start getting put in to AI generated art so that it can be so that a machine you can run it through a machine and can be like, oh, this is AI generated. That's like at the base level. We were trying to get more into it, but at the base level, that's how you make sure that this Mutz comic that was generated by an AI doesn't, start going around and the creator of Mutz doesn't have to go, I didn't write that. I didn't draw that.
Yeah.
Right,
There's also
there's
like,
plenty of
look-
that already.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
go ahead.
Did you, Ramon? Did we just say the same thing?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say like it's for safety too, depending on what gets generated, if it's misleading or false.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have to have some sort of legally mandated failsafe. Like, yeah, it's
Right,
from
and
AI.
maybe that's what will come out of this class action lawsuit.
Man, there's a lot of legal implications here. Alex,
Right.
I wanted to ask you one more question because
All
we've
right.
talked about kind of the law.
Just
in
one?
this- Just one. Just it's a big one. It's a big one.
Oh God.
How
So
do
we
you
talked
solve this?
Yeah,
Alex,
you're
Alex,
our
figure it
resident
out.
expert.
This is your job application. You're like, I have all of these answers. Go fix it.
Here's isn't that what a cover letter is? Anyways, sorry.
It's,
something like
it's
that.
like it's like I've just been asked like what's the square root, and I'm like, the square root of what? The solution to what? To like what specific problem, guys? It's
Well, let
like
me
no,
answer-
solve
let me answer the
everything.
Give me a
Make me a
general solution
sandwich.
to the square root of X.
Listen, there's thousands of experts out there trying to solve this, but you're going to right now.
Oh God.
Find X.
So we've already
Don't
talked
give me a
about like
number, just tell me where it is.
find X. It's like that old school meme, and you just circled X on the triangle. There it is. I found
Yeah.
Found
Yeah.
it.
That was my second grade math test.
Oh,
yeah,
that
or
makes
fourth
sense.
grade.
Explains
I don't
a
know. That's as far as I got.
All
So we're
What's the
talking about the
question?
legal implication of AI governed things. How do you think AI will affect your day-to-day work, if in any capacity?
It is
You're-
already deeply affecting a lot of law firms.
Oh,
Punching data.
Yeah, e-discovery is something that is a big thing in the industry already, and a lot of the way that AI is affecting that is it's honestly in a lot of different ways. So one thing that I've already seen is a thing in a lot of firms is they have AIs that will go through giant sets of documents. So like if say that I'm filing a lawsuit against big corporation X and I make a discovery request for like, I want all your emails related to this or from this date to this date. I want all of them. and they give me 100,000 emails from like one person's email list, and I know this person's important. There's an AI that you can already use that does basic level inference about what was that person feeling in terms of writing this email. Does this email demonstrate like frustration or anger, or does it demonstrate this emotion or that emotion? And it can be a really, really powerful tool for flagging emails that are relevant to potential criminal activity or potential wrongdoing or any number of things. Like, that is one thing that has already been being used for a couple of years. And obviously you need a lawyer to look at it on the back end, but like, damn.
It's like Grammarly for lawyers.
I will say there's a fine, I guess I'm not specifically I'm being more of our technology person in this one, but there is a line that also a lot of, in general, people will just be like, oh, it's AI. No, it's machine learning. Machine learning has been around for actually since the 80s, but we've just got the processing power within the last 2 decades to really make it work.
80s? Was it the speak and say?
Basically.
This is machine learning, cat. people, house.
But the thing that machine learning is incredibly good at, and probably already being used, like some of that stuff that ChatGPT spat out for you, Dan, that isn't necessarily AI. That is machine learning, because it can crunch so much data so fast and find patterns that humans cannot find just because of how much data it can bring in. That's already being used in a lot of places.
Yeah, and it's getting used for a lot of e-discovery stuff as well. Like I was saying, it's not just like figuring out how people were feeling about things, but also like searching for particular pieces of information or all kinds of stuff. But
pattern finding.
Pattern recognition. But like the other thing that it's getting good enough at now with ChatGPT, and I think this is going to be a thing down the line, and probably is a good thing overall, but people are going to get all weird about it, is basic rough drafting for a lot of legal memoranda, for a lot of stuff. Like, sure. I wouldn't just submit what ChatGPT writes, but I would absolutely ask it to write it first and then just look at it and be like, all right, here's what I need to fix, and just edit.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. That's like the new like Cliff Notes, but here, write my essay for me, and then go through and proofread.
And still requires you to demonstrate some knowledge. But
schools are having to schools are having to make sure that kids aren't using ChatGPT to write essays.
But how do you do that? Because if they go through and you proofread and you make it sound like it's from your voice, what on earth?
If you're good enough to know how to make it sound like it's from your voice, though, a lot of kids don't put that effort in.
I was going to say, I in high school, I had a very particular writing style, to the point where straight up my English teacher said, Ben, if nobody put their name on this, an essay, I would know which one is yours because of how unique your writing voice is for that. So it's something like that. But if it's somebody who's kind of been sliding by and does that, who knows? Maybe it would work, maybe it won't. But yeah, that's
the teacher. That's a bold accusation. This doesn't sound like you. This sounds way too smart to be your writing.
Yeah,
you got to be really confident in that accusation.
I had the same problem in high school. They could tell if it was my essay if my name wasn't on it. That's usually because I wrote them in crayon. No, someone else that got an F minus. No, Ramon, you're the only person that hands me these essays in crayon.
There you go. Oh God.
We keep telling him blue or black ink, but he just doesn't get it.
You got to not chew the crayons first, too.
He got the 64 set of crayons for Christmas, and he's really excited to use them. Some of these are just pictures. I told him to write an essay, but he just sent me a poorly drawn picture of a dog. So F plus.
He didn't qualify it. It's poorly drawn. Oh man. But yeah, okay, so that's a bold accusation. There's got to be something more in terms of like safe catches, because what was the old website? We had to submit turnitin.com, right? Wasn't that where you submitted it and it basically compared it to all of the internet to make sure you didn't steal a snippet of information?
Trust me, my crayon drawings were 100% me.
That's what we were saying about the watermarks. There needs to be something that a robot can catch that even with some light editing will probably still be there.
So like a virtual watermark on things that are generated by AI?
It's got to be
entirely possible to do that.
Some pattern of words that, once again, with light editing, will still be there.
And here's the thing, Ben, you don't actually even need words. There's actually a case I can think of that gets at the idea of word watermarking. So there was a web service that would put together lyrics from songs, and that was like their whole thing. And they would make money by you clicking in and then seeing ads alongside the lyrics to the song that they had gone through the effort of getting the lyrics put together and arranging it on that page, etc. Google would go through and scrape all the information from off their website. And so if you look up lyrics to X song on Google, Google will just sometimes post it in the side. That's information Google stole from someone and just put there. And they got caught doing this multiple times because guess what those people did? They took out all the apostrophes and they made some of the spaces, the blank spaces between words, rather than just being regular spaces and apostrophes, special ASCII characters that were indistinguishable to the human eye. But when you put them together, they would create a code that you could read, and it would say something like, this is the property of, etc.
That's wild.
Shit like that. And do you know how good an AI would be at sneaking that shit in with no one noticing?
Oh, okay.
It'd be so easy.
I just thought I was clever when I would like put white letters to get my word count up at the end of essays. You know, when you had like a 500 word essay and I'm at 493 and I'm like, I can only add so many pronouns and he went on to the
I already took out all the contractions.
Yeah, spread out all the contractions into multiple words. I still got like 12 words to go. All right, let's just highlight white the blah 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 blah. All right, 500 submit.
Yeah, but so basically what we're getting at is digital watermarking is going to be a thing. And it's going to be very important.
Problems.
It is going to be very important.
And it won't solve everything, but it'll solve at least like some problems.
Because that'll get around the low effort, like what I was saying, the low effort trash Amazon scams of making ChatGPT write a novel, putting it up for $2, and, you know, getting the keywords on it right, which probably was also generated by ChatGPT, so that it sells and you can make, you know, sums of money by putting hundreds of these up just willy-nilly and doing zero effort. That'll get around that because Amazon will go, no.
No, that's the end of it.
No.
I haven't asked you, Ben, about your field as much because I knew you had more to weigh in on the technology. I felt like your field was just kind of obvious in terms of AI, like
it's not
planning
though.
Analytics, optimizing rocket trajectories, those types of things. I feel like the role of it is obvious. Maybe the implementation.
Maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it is because there was. I still need to read it, but there's an article. There was a Small Tech conference like a week ago, and there was straight up an article about how AI can be used for mission design and that kind of stuff to plan and avoidance maneuvers to avoid collisions. Once again, all you're doing is crunching an insane amount of data, and those data sets exist. It's the accuracy, but I'm pretty sure like Leo Labs is probably already having that happen. And if something comes up, you know, they just have computers crunching the numbers. And if something comes up that is within X number of miles of each other, it flags it and a person looks at it and goes, this could be a problem.
Yeah. So that's the one thing that I am getting out of this is there's always some level of human oversight because what computers can do is they can just absolutely crunch an obscene amount of data that would take lifetimes for humans to do. But at the end of the day, we need to never get done. But at the end of the day, we need some sort of human oversight to look at the final answer and go, no, that makes sense. And implement it.
Right.
That's fortunately, even though I don't think we've talked about Ramones in my job that much, that's kind of like why I don't think we're going to get replaced. And I still don't think you guys are going to get replaced because we still need that human, oh, hey, yeah, this answer makes sense and this is...
Yeah, well, it's funny because right now in my job, everything is pretty much automated until the final check. So I got robots that like fill the prescription, set up all of the directions, put it in a bottle, you know, put it on a cap, and slide it down to me on a conveyor belt. But at the end of the day, I still have to look at it and go, Oh yeah, okay, it's correct. Cool.
Ramon, you really shouldn't call your coworkers robots. That's really rude.
No, it is. There's a giant machine, and we call him Stanley.
Why Stanley? That's such a good name, but
Because it was a name we picked out.
my
Just because
gosh.
we can't just call it the name the machine is. It's more fun when it's a person. Because Stanley breaks down all the time, so we could do. God damn it, Stanley! And you have to like open it up and like get an air can sprayer and spray all the dust out away. And then Stanley usually cries about like his sensor laser being blocked. You got to get in there and wipe him down, and then he works for a little while.
Gotta wipe his bottom every now and
You
then.
gotta wipe his bottom, and then he does this little alarm sound when he's upset, and he stops working. You go, God damn it, Stanley! You walk over there and check on him.
Is that a sad noise?
Honestly, he's kind of getting me ready for kids.
Ramon, I didn't. Oh God, I wanted to make this a reoccurring segment, but I forgot. Funny cat names you've come across, or best cat names. This is I'm gonna put in some kind of sound effect or something. Reoccurring segment. Ramon's favorite cat name. Go.
Yeah, that's the song. No, the winner of this week was a cat. It's all one word, lowercase, and it was Sweet Baby Moonchild. Sweet Baby Moonchild.
Does the owner say that every time?
Yeah, Sweet Baby Moonchild.
Oh, that's awesome. Cats have the best names.
They really do. Although the dog, the runner up this week was a pug named Four, like the number 4, and then Eva. Forever. And then I think the bronze medalist this week was another cat, all lowercase letters, and it was spelled P-O-O-P, so poop, and then A-N-U, all one word. Poop on you. Poop on you. Poop on you. Poop on you. That's what it sounds like when you say it out loud. Yeah, poop on you.
Oh, that's great. Okay, sorry.
Those are the pet names of the week.
Every time I have you on, I think I'm gonna just have this as a reoccurring segment. So that's pretty close to time. I know there's so much to talk about in AI and its implications, and even just sort of the nuance of it. Is there anything else anybody wanted to get in as last minute? This is something people need to think about. This is a funny thought. This is an interesting detail. Anything before we wrap up?
I think I'm good.
All right. We're good. We've talked.
I ate a sandwich that was really good yesterday, yeah.
About AI, Ramon.
Well, I mean, if AI could make a sandwich that well, that would be pretty interesting.
Oh my God, AI is in a kitchen and chefs.
Yeah, called Banh Mi Bistro. That's incredible. Shout out to Banh Mi Bistro if anyone's listening or cares. They are in amazing. They have like the best banh mi sandwiches I've ever had. Blue.
Oh, where is that? Downtown Phoenix?
It's in Glendale. Yeah. So
it's in Glendale. All right, hot skipping a drive for me.
It's like 27th Avenue in Bell. But it's it's so good.
Oh wait, that's on the way to work for me.
It is, yeah, or maybe not 27th Avenue. I think it's more like it's just like east of the freeway, just east, next to Lamar's. So, anyways,
without
getting too derailed. That being said, I think this is time to bring the episode to a close. I think
wait before we close. There's a phrase. There's a term that I don't know if you're aware of. Has anybody come across the term centaur within the context of AI?
No,
I've just come across that in terms of online dating.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, it's not a sex thing.
It's
I think something we're getting at, but it's a fun term that someone came up with for when you have a team of humans and AI working together rather than an AI replacing the person. It's a centaur. And so, you know what? None of us are going to be replaced, guys. We're all just going to turn into centaurs.
Why couldn't we call it cyborgs? It's way cooler.
Oh, I was going to say cyborg makes sense too. Yeah.
Well,
centaur's pretty dope.
Radder.
Centaur's more mythic.
I'm satisfied being a centaur.
I'd rather be a cyborg. I can dance the robot and get laser vision.
Nah, man. Team Centaur. I want to run real fast.
Whatever. Team Cyborg, where it's at. Beep,
I've never been fast. I want to be fast. Gotta go fast.
I've never been able to touch my toes. Maybe the cyborg will help me.
The cyborg enhances.
The big question is,
bend over and touch my toes now.
Are people Team Cyborg or Team Centaur?
I'm Team
Centaur. Go. Take it to Twitter.
There we
I'll
go.
be Team Centaur forever.
So that actually was how I was going to end the episode. I was like, I don't think we're going to replace. I think AI is just going to become more prevalent. I don't think Skynet's taking over because Skynet doesn't know how to draw hands. Thank you guys.
Skynet's a little racist.
Skynet's a little racist and bigoted. Oh man. So thank you guys for being here. I'm so excited we're back. I love doing this. I don't love editing, but I love doing this. And thank you to our sponsors. I forgot to say that earlier. I appreciate all of our sponsors. And until next week. Yeah. Thank you. Take care.
You.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'm going to go.
It's my trademark. I got to add it in every episode.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I was wondering when you were going to do it.
Did you smell that one?
Good God. Are you okay?
I had a.
Are your insides? Are your insides outside now?
A little bit, yeah.
I call the big chunks.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
No, I had a really awesome breakfast burrito from the farmer's market today. It was all fancy.
Nice.
I did a little hipster lad at my farmer's
middle
market.
upperclassmen going to farmers markets.
Yeah.